Welcome back to another episode of Tri-Deltas in the TV Room. Last time we were all together, we talked all things goals and resolutions and Taylor Swift, of course, because that's always the topic on here. I'm so excited to get us back together. Just to remind you who we've got here, Karen, our fearless leader and CEO of Tri-Delta, Avery,
Hello.
dedicated member of our events team. Karen's an Alpha Rho from Georgia. Avery's Chi chapter, Ole Miss. And then our newest addition, I'm so excited to welcome Lexi to the podcast. So glad you're here.
Thanks, Mindy. I'm excited to be here. Happy to see everybody today.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm going to let Avery help us get to know you a little bit better this morning. We're going to put you on the hot seat.
Uh-oh, hot seat. Here we go.
Here we go. I've been wanting to do the hot seat. I feel like if we ever get special guests to come, because Lexi obviously is our new host and is going to be a regular, but I think that having a hot seat for all guests is just funny and fun. So, Lexi is a fellow. Are you a Gen Z? Am I a Gen Z?
I like to call myself a zillennial. I was born in 96,
Millennial.
so I'm like on
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Well,
Still
like that term.
years, so yeah.
Yeah.
we're close. So, I'm 25. How old are you? 28?
28, just turned 28.
Okay.
Mhm.
Happy birthday. Well, we're going to do a quick little hot seat with Lexi to get to know her. I'm going to put a timer on for 30 seconds so I don't go too fast. And Lexi, just answer these questions honestly. First thing that comes to your mind. We just want to know our newest host. So,
Okay.
timer starting now. Ready? What's your favorite food?
Mac and cheese. Easy.
Oh, favorite drink?
Coffee?
Oh, obviously. Beach or mountains?
Beach for sure.
What beach in particular? Where are you
I was
going?
just in San Diego over there by Mindy, so I would say the San Diego beach.
Okay, so fun. Would you rather fly or road trip?
I'm impatient, so fly.
We know that you are a lover of Beyonce, so what's your favorite Beyonce song?
All time, Dangerously in Love. Right now, probably Thick from the most recent album, Renaissance.
Okay, I need to listen. Oh, I just realized I set my timer for 29 minutes, not 29. You have 15 seconds left. What is a TV show that you're watching right now if you have time?
Why Women Kill.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. What was your favorite childhood activity?
Arts and crafts.
Aw.
Yeah.
Do you have any hidden talents? Maybe hidden crafty talents?
Yes. Crocheting. Can I show you my little?
Oh, wait. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
I like make little things.
Okay. Love
Yeah.
that. Okay, time is up. I think that might have been more than 30 seconds because I said your own time.
It's okay.
Wow. Okay. Well, so good to get to know you.
Yes, thank
I
you.
know that we talked about New Year's resolutions, and I was talking to you about this before, but my last question for you is, did you have a word of the year for 2024?
Yeah, I'm so happy we were talking about this because our programming development team was just talking about this in our last meeting as well. And I think my word of the year is capable. And it's something that I discovered at the end of last year. I don't know if you all know this, but part-time, I'm also a bartender. And I've been working in service ever since I was in high school and always thought that being a bartender was like too hard. Memorizing all the recipes just sounded like something I was incapable of doing. And not to toot my own horn, but I've been rocking it and I love it.
You're on
and so
horn. You go.
yeah.
Yeah, so I really like that. And I just think that kind of reminds me that sometimes I psych myself out of opportunities or things that I actually am capable of doing. And so I think that's my word of the year. It's just not psyching myself out because I am capable.
Oh,
That is awesome. Okay, where are you? If one lived in Dallas near you and wanted to, visit you in said establishment,
Yes.
where would you be bartending?
Yes. So I'm a little outside of Dallas. I'm actually at Earl's Kitchen and Bar and Legacy West in Plano.
Yeah.
I'm typically there on the weekends. So if you're a brunch goer, then you'll see me there. But I really do love it. It's a great restaurant. It's a Canadian restaurant. It's the only
Yeah.
location in Texas. So I definitely recommend
Yeah.
trying it out. I love Earl's.
Shout out to our Canadian sisters, right?
Yes.
The international organization that is Tri-Delta. You will see me at Earl's, Lexi. I'm going to come in and visit you. That's exciting.
Awesome.
I mean, you had me at brunch, right? Let's be clear.
Absolutely. We've got great brunch and it's honestly very slept on. We're not that busy. So you would have a great time.
Nice. All righty.
fun.
It's a date.
How's everybody else's word for the year going?
Good.
Well, that was like a big breath. Well, can you remind us what your word was?
Yeah, well, pause, pause. And I'd say it, it's I'm probably 50-50, right? So you all know, I mean, I just move fast, right? I'm an Enneagram 8. Look that one up, right? So we do first, right? And then we think and then we feel, in that order, right? So I'm action biased, right? So pausing is not only sort of a mental challenge for me, it is a physical challenge, right? Now, pause is an acronym, and I will say I'm living into the words that are tied to pause.
Forgot about your
P,
acronym.
yeah, it's always an acronym, right? Like, I don't know why I complicate it, but P is for pickleball and Pilates, right? And anyway, it goes down the list. And so I'm living into, my resolutions are sort of built into that, right? And so I'm living into those words, um, probably a little better than I'm living into the actual pause word. But I am trying, right? It's February 14th. I am not giving up, right? This is what we're recording on Valentine's Day. Delta love to you all, everybody listening. So I'm not giving up. So pause. What was your word, Mindy?
Proactive.
That's right. That's right.
Make it happen for me instead of to me.
Yes.
Sort
That's
of.
very empowering.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's going okay. There's probably one area in particular where I've really stepped out and like trying to I work from home. I don't really have to leave the house to pick up my kids from school. Like I could sit in this house for 3 days and not see anyone. And so I'm trying to get out more, and I'm trying to be really proactive about my social schedule and like connecting with old work colleagues and friends and people I was in politics with and just having lunch or dinner or drinks or whatever. And so that piece I think is going pretty well. That's the one thing. I've got other areas where I'm trying to be more proactive, but I haven't really gotten the motivation there yet. So one piece, good.
Love. Well,
Avery,
listen,
what's the word?
yeah, because I think, there's this whole concept around habit stacking, right?
Mm.
That you sort of get one thing and right. And then you can work on the next one, right? So yeah, I'm here for you. Proactive and proactive and capable. Like
Yeah.
you and Lexi are sort of in that same boat with that word, those words. All right, Avery, what was yours?
Mine was adapt because
yeah,
this is 2024 is a big year of change for me. In all very exciting ways. I thought that I would announce on the podcast because why not? But I just found out that my fiance Greg, who he asked if I'd give him a shout out, and I said, of course, every episode.
Of course, we love you, Greg.
Just found out that he is getting restationed and we will be moving to Boston. So I'm so excited. Yeah, but that's definitely going to be
Home
something
of Tri-Delta.
I was gonna say,
I know,
this is
the
so
alphas.
fun.
Birthplace.
me and the alphas. Yeah, I'm so excited, but that's definitely going to be something that I need to adapt to. And just as I'm taking on new things, I talked a lot about how I like to do monthly goals. So my one big goal for the year was to read my Bible every day, which I'm doing. And then my January goal was to move my body and to knit. I moved my body. I did not knit, I think one time. And my February goal is to wear pink to work every day, which is just silly and fun. And then to finish reading the first Harry Potter book. So it's kind of like the stacking thing. Like if I can read my Bible every day and move my body every day, those are becoming like routines, then how can I each month add things on? So I'm getting there. But Lexi, you made me think of this by saying capable. I just started going to Orange Theory with Meredith Davies, which Greg got me for Christmas. I was not excited for. I kind of was like, what the heck? I've never mentioned Orange Theory once in my
Love
life.
it.
But
Well, you're
I've been
going like a
going.
pro. Good gracious.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
and I'm not even kidding. Meredith like wins the class. You can't even win, but she wins the class every time. Like she goes the farthest and runs the fastest and all of that. But I keep
Competitive
saying
is
to
in her top
myself,
5 strengths, people. Do not
yes,
underestimate that woman.
no,
This is a
she's
colleague of ours for those. Well, you all know on the podcast because
Mhm.
she's been on this podcast before. So yes.
crazy. But I think I keep telling myself, you can do hard things. Like I can do hard things. I'm capable of more than I think. And oh, that was my other February goal, is to push myself. So that's been a part of it, is doing Orange Theory and all of that. It's
Love
like,
it.
how can I be pushing myself in everything that I'm doing? So that's my February. February's big, short, fewer days, so bigger goals.
Well, it's a leap year, so we got an extra day, right? So
Mhm.
that's good.
Yeah.
You're gonna crush it.
Yeah. Thank you.
So this is leading into a topic that I need some help with. I really just need some like sister pump up, which I know Karen will give it to me because she gave it to me years ago and talked me into doing a race, and that didn't go very well, but that's another story.
I'm still
But-
responsible. I feel terrible about the whole hamstring thing.
So anyway, Gloria Gaynor, y'all know this week we had the
Yes.
thrill to go see a film that was only available last night on Galentine's Day, February 13th. It was only in theaters then, that one of our Tri Delta sisters produced. It was a documentary about Gloria Gaynor's life. And it was called I Will Survive. We all know the song. We could all sing it here and have a little karaoke moment. But just this story of this woman who like got her degree when she was well along in life. What was she, like 60, 70 years old when
Yeah,
she
absolutely. Yes.
just this woman, and I've been really taking it to heart because I've been feeling a little bit older. I'm 53. I've been feeling a little older. Y'all guys talk about being in your 20s, and I'm like, wow, I really feel older. But this weekend,
I win.
it's
I'm the
President's Day
same age as
weekend.
the Super Bowl.
That's right. This
So
weekend
I
we're
can never
going-
lie about my age.
This weekend we're going away for President's Day weekend. We're going to Big Bear. We're going to go skiing. And my kids love to snowboard, and I've been promising them I will learn how to snowboard. So I'm taking a snowboarding lesson on Friday.
Love.
Now that I'm doing it, everybody's like, oh, are you sure you want to do that? My child literally sent me a video about how to fall down properly. And
That's the key to snowboarding.
everybody is like, are you sure you want to do, like, you're going to be miserable. You're going to fall. And I'm like, I've got my back up about it. I'm like, I'm going to do this. And I don't care if it's miserable. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be 53 and learning how to do something new and active. And I may just kill it. You don't know. Like,
Oh, this could be a hidden talent. You don't even know you have.
I'm taking my I Will
Yeah.
Survive Gloria Gaynor vibes to the mountain this weekend to learn how to snowboard.
You will survive snowboarding.
I will.
I
I think
100%.
it's mind over matter. So my mom always told me, mind over matter. Like, if you believe that you can, and this is where I just keep telling myself, I can do hard things. You can do hard things and you will do it.
Yeah. That's what's going to be in
Yeah.
my head, is Avery saying, I can do hard things. And Lexi saying, we are capable women. We are.
Yep.
That's what I was gonna say. You're very
Karen
capable.
saying, pause when you feel like you're going to be able to fall down or something.
Pause when you fall down and get back up. It's okay. That's good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I love all of your words. They're all going to fuel me this weekend on the slopes. So, what did everybody think about the Super Bowl? I mean, so much fun and
Loved.
so many things going on at the Super Bowl. I love the ads, and everybody in the room where I was talking, and I heard none of them. I have to like watch them all separately. But I am very much in love with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and their awkward
The
track.
Dun Kings.
The dunk.
Yeah. The Dun Kings, man. And that continues. Like, I love the build on that, right? So, we were seeing pre-Super Bowl, we were seeing Ben sort of get worked up about some things. Then we saw it happen. And now we're seeing the post piece of this, and we're seeing them on the set. We're seeing, I mean, just so much fun. Dunkin' Donuts, I saw, is selling the
Tracksuits.
yes, those tracksuits. Right. So there's a merch tie-in, like brilliant.
Karen loves a merch tie-in.
I do love a merch. I'm so predictable.
That's a good Halloween costume.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That's a
like
great.
perfect.
There you go. There's your idea, everyone.
There we go. Yeah, I know. I thought it was just phenomenal and so much fun, and all the Taylor stuff, going on. There's so many feels that I have about all of it, and the main one just is like, get off the successful girl's back.
Right. Right.
Like,
And let her have a moment. She's got a boyfriend. They really look like I mean, that kiss at the end of the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh. Right. They care about each other. Right. So, right. And people asking like, was Taylor going to get a ring? I mean, I love the way Travis Kelce just said, I hope I get a ring this weekend. Like, just like, what? They've been dating like a minute. Give them a minute. Right.
it's just such a great snapshot of like the pressure that public couples are under for anything they do, say, wear, attend, like every inch of it.
Right.
Someone's going to read And either side, Avery and I were having a conversation yesterday about like the interaction between the two of them after, and like she had a take and I had a take, and we all have a take on everything that they do in their life and how much pressure goes with that for them.
And are we Swelsey or trailer?
Ooh.
Right? Which name are we liking?
Elsie,
Swelsey or trailer? Is that what you said?
trailer sounds.
Swelsey or trailer?
Okay. Wow.
Big debate, I'm told.
Interesting. I don't think I like either of those.
Yeah, me either.
I feel like trailer is immediate no for me,
It
but
was an immediate no, right? Because I just think that's,
yeah, just doesn't
tragic.
give not what I would imagine for that couple. So I can't
Right,
get
right.
behind that one, but I don't know.
Does anybody feel like Mama Kelsey's getting a little slighted though?
I don't know. I saw Southwest Airlines posted. I mean, everybody's in on this. Southwest
Yeah,
Airlines posted yesterday. They flew Mama Kelsey back from the Super Bowl and they like announced her. And so they got the video, you know, every once in a while someone films the flight attendant making announcements and they all celebrated. We love Mama Kelsey. And there she was. And anyway, everybody's, so she did get love on Southwest Airlines, but.
Well, the parade's today. So the big question that I saw
Oh.
this morning is, will Taylor be with Travis on the float or whatever at the parade on Valentine's Day? Now the girl is doing
When's her next show?
I mean, and she's 17-hour, wherever she is, she's 17 hours away or has a 17-hour time difference. So, you know, are we going to read into the fact whether she makes it to the parade in Kansas City? I don't know.
So much. So much.
Too much.
Halftime show was unbelievable.
Oh yes.
All
Love
of them. All the
It was
people.
such a star-studded event.
It was star-studded, Lexi, wasn't it? And to me, there were more special guests than I've ever seen before with a performer.
Yeah.
Yes. Not
Right.
since probably the Coldplay Super Bowl performance, because I think that's when they brought out Beyonce and Bruno Mars and that whole crew. And so I think that was like the last time I really saw somebody like bringing in that many people, but it was very impressive. And I was seeing people talking about how many nods Usher was making to past Black artists and performers during
Agreed.
the Super
Agreed.
Bowl, with the Michael Jackson glove and this all the different like hints that he put into there. It was really cool. So he put a lot of effort into it and it's paying off for them.
Yeah, when it's thoughtful, right?
Mhm.
And I saw a lot of his music, right? Just, music downloads increasing by, like 1,200%, right? Not only Usher, but those that he brought in, Alicia Keys' music, right? Hers music. So I love what it did. And the most watched Super Bowl, right? The numbers were, the only thing higher from a viewership was like Apollo 11. Did anybody read that?
Oh, wow. I did not know.
Yeah, like it was a viewership, phenomenon.
Well, and Lexi, can we talk about Beyonce?
Oh, yes. Yes. I was honestly, that's the highlight of my Super Bowl, honestly. Just fascinated that they were able to get her in a commercial anyway. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen Beyonce in like one of those types of commercials. I saw a joke where somebody said Verizon's only going to have $13 left in their bank account after paying Beyonce.
It's probably true.
Like, I wondered what they pulled off until I realized that they were what was in it for her. And that announcement of Act 2 for her multi-part album Renaissance, I think was very strategic as she typically is. But I think sometimes people think this is such a switch for Beyonce because Act 2 is going to be more of a country album. And we've not seen Beyonce delve into that, but she's done country before. In her Lemonade album, she did a country song, Daddy Lessons. She's from Texas, so it's in her roots. And she's just trying to pay homage to her hometown. So I'm excited to see how this project goes. The first 2 songs that she's released have already shown just like how versatile she is, which I don't think I've ever thought of it, but I'm super excited to see how she pulls it off. And even more so if she does do another world tour, how that comes out too.
Really reminds me, I think I'm at a point where like I feel like everybody in America just needs to like take a minute and like join hands and get together. And when you do crossovers like that, I think it does that. And last week, I'm going way off tangent now, but Luke Combs and Tracy Chapman singing Fast Car together on the Grammys. I was in tears. Like it was one of those moments where you just see these 2 totally different worlds coming together and making something beautiful and amazing. And I don't ever want to hear the song now without both their voices in it. Like it's just changed the song for me. So I love her branching into country and just embracing different cultures and different things. And I think they're really giving us a pathway forward as people. Like,
Yeah,
we
I mean, they
all do.
unite, right? They're uniting, which I think is amazing. And I think about where we've seen Beyonce since the beginning of the year. We've seen her in a cowboy hat, right? So we've been, if we weren't expecting a country album, we should have been, right? Because she's been giving us all the signals and all the feels and the way that she's shown up at the award show. So yeah, I love when all that comes together, and agree, like the strategy behind it is brilliant.
Yes. And leave it up to Beyonce to always make an entrance. And that's exactly how she did it. So
Oh,
looking
100%.
forward to seeing how everything comes out. But
All right,
it's
y'all,
very-
did you see the controversy online about Usher taking his shirt off? I
No,
did not
not
mind.
mind about Usher taking his shirt off.
Yeah,
Isn't
there
that
was
his
this big
signature move?
controversy, like he should have kept his clothes on. I, single girl. I'm like, no, I thought it was fine. But did anybody find that offensive? Like, why?
Well, I thought that he was just making his costume change faster because he put on,
Practicality.
I mean, when you think about it, his shirt was off for 20 seconds and then
Yeah.
he went back and came out in a totally different outfit. So in my mind, I was like, oh, he's just like speeding this up in a showy way.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, apparently there was some, now this may have all occurred on X, formerly known as Twitter, because my source on this was the young T White, right? And
Oh.
that his primary news source, as a Gen Z male, is Twitter, right? X, pardon me, X. Yeah. So that may have been, the controversy may have been limited to X.
Limited to Twitter. Yeah. I think we were all okay with it. So any other pop culture news we have to talk about today?
Wait.
I mean, I'm a big Bachelor girl and it is Bachelor season and Joey is bringing Bachelor Nation back on top. I have been very disappointed the past few years. Do you guys, any of y'all watch The Bachelor?
Off and on.
I have through the years, but I'm not. No, I mean, I watched
okay.
season, so I
He's
know
a tennis
Joey.
player, right?
He's a tennis pro.
Yeah, from Hawaii.
I think, since I married one, I thought maybe I didn't need to watch this show. I don't know.
This will do it all better for you. You'll be like, okay, this has been redeemed because he's so cute.
He's darling.
I feel like he's showing his personality more than previous bachelors who I feel like have really been playing the part of the bachelor. Joey, I think, will like say something silly or whatever, and we'll just roll with it. And they're keeping it on. It's not like they're saving all of that for the bloopers. And he's just handled everyone's drama or whatever, like life stories they're bringing. He's just handled it all very well. And I'm obsessed. There's drama with a girl named Maria right now. I guess by the time this airs, we will know what has happened to Maria. But I just thought I learned something. So I thought this was such a good little lesson to take with us. And so I will impart it to you all who are not watching. But on Monday, basically, there's a 2-on-1 date. One girl goes home. Maria stays. Girl who goes home, her name's Sydney. So they take the suitcase, very dramatically. They show the producer with the 2 suitcases and they take the one out and everyone's like, oh my gosh, Sydney went home. So Maria comes back. All the girls who really don't like Maria, some of them, are like, oh, hey, Maria, how is your 2-on-1? How are things going? Well, this one girl, her name's Leia, comes in. She goes, I just can't believe that you're being friends with Maria after Sydney, your other friend, left. And this girl goes, why would I, just because I'm friends with someone else, her name's Medina, the one who said this, why would I, just because my friend left, be mean to the person who stayed? Like, why would I choose to do that? Granted, it's reality TV. We need the drama. But like, I was like, yeah, why are we choosing to just be mean to someone because the person we liked didn't get what they wanted? And I'm like, dang, we need to be more like Medina in this situation. Leia was like, she's being fake, and Medina was like, you're being immature. We just all need to kind of get past this. Yeah. I thought it was good.
Lessons.
Yeah. It's such a scenario where it just breeds like women fighting with each other and competing
Mhm.
with each other. And I think
Yeah.
it's nice to see a little bright spot of it doesn't have to be this way. I'm sure the TV producers are trying to make it that way, but
Obviously.
you
Obviously.
know, for someone
I'm
to
not
stand up
saying
and
that we
say,
should live by The Bachelor, but
but for someone to stand up and say, you know what was so interesting to me? I did watch parts of The Golden Bachelor.
Oh yeah.
so good.
Those women didn't do that.
No, they
No,
didn't.
they
They were
all
all
became
friends.
really
Like
good friends.
some of them, one of them that didn't get chosen married. She was the person who did the
The
ceremony.
officiant.
But somebody
Yeah.
else got married. Like they had a totally different, like they were just girl power and beefing each other up and just supporting each other. And it was so different.
Okay, I'm sure there are many factors to this, but I think one of them is that they have so much more life that they've lived already. A lot of them, their husbands have passed away. They've been through multiple divorces. They have kids. Like they had dealt with so much more that I think they had more wisdom to step back and say, we're all going through things. We've all been through things.
Yeah.
How can I understand this? Because I had a friend who did this, or my husband also passed away, and join together a little bit more. I think there are so many other factors, but I do think that definitely played into it while I was watching.
Yeah.
Also, Golden Bachelorette is coming out too.
So
I've heard that. I've heard that.
I have heard that, but do we know who it is, or is it still under wraps? I think there's like a lot
I
of
don't-
thought on who this is going to be.
I haven't heard who yet.
Me either, but I can be back.
Someday we're going to nominate Karen for the Golden Bachelor.
Shut up.
Well, really, I mean, honestly, if I keep getting older like the Super Bowl, it's going to be time, right? Really and truly.
So it's Valentine's Day today. We said that we're taping on Valentine's Day. I keep saying taping instead of recording because I'm old. That's so two of you are, I know Lexi and Avery both have boyfriends. Karen and I are strong and solo. And what are your Valentine's traditions? Like, what are y'all's plans? Anything fun?
Yeah. Date night.
Yes. So my boyfriend and I like to do baskets for each other, like the goodie baskets with candies and gifts and things like that. So we exchanged our baskets. I got home late from work last night. So like at 1 o'clock in the morning, we exchanged our baskets. And then when he asked me to be his girlfriend, we were at a restaurant in Dallas called Lexi's, which was very cute touch. Yes.
Cute.
So we're going back there tonight for dinner. So yeah,
Oh,
we
tour of
do like to
Dallas.
eat out.
I love it.
We
Yeah.
are not, yes.
listen, but what a sweet guy. I'm loving
He's
this
so
guy.
sweet.
Yeah. I
Very
do enjoy-
thoughtful.
Tim is a good one. We do enjoy Tim. He's a keeper.
All right, Tim.
Aw.
Shout out to Tim.
Yes.
And y'all's pictures are cute. I think on a team call or something, we were like, y'all, Lexi and her boyfriend are such a good looking couple. Like they're just, y'all are just so cute together.
Thank you. We try. He looks pretty nice sometimes too.
Oh.
You're not
Avery, you're
with
long
Greg,
distance,
Avery. Yeah.
right?
I'm a long distance girl, which I'm all for if anyone needs long distance advice. I think it's great for some personality types. So Valentine's Day, I forget about often. My apartment is completely decorated, and that's because my roommates did it all. But I came home yesterday. I walked in. We had our Valentine's Day Fair Ones event kind of late, and so I came home late, and everyone was here watching The Bachelor. And I walked in and I go, "Oh, those flowers are pretty," and then I just keep going. And then I was like, "Wait, are those for me?" And they're like, "Yeah, Greg sent them."
Aw.
So even Greg, all the way in the ocean, just showing me his love. So he sent me some flowers, but
Very sweet.
that is all, really.
Aw.
And that's all that I need. I appreciate it, and it is sweet. But I've never been the biggest Valentine's Day girl.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I
Karen,
don't know about you.
yeah, wine Galentine's last night, but do you have plans tonight?
So I have 2 dates.
Oh, excellent.
So
T and Will
Yeah.
White.
yes, Will White and T. Absolutely. And they're coming over here. So I'm making dinner for them, but Lindsay Jones, who works at Tridelta's executive office as our chief of staff, introduced me to this new recipe that's apparently all over the internet. And I say these things because I am not all over social media and the internet necessarily, but people will tell me so I'm making Marry Me chicken.
Oh
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guessed it before you even said it.
See, Lexi,
I
so
knew.
I'm super excited. It's a new recipe. They get to be my, guinea pigs here. And so yes, we will be dining on Marry Me Chicken in the White House tonight with my two favorite guys.
I love it. I'm
Well,
always
three if you count Murdoch, my dog.
well, good. 3 dates is, I think,
Better
really
than two.
Yeah.
How about you? What are you doing?
Well, I have 2 dates. They're 12 and 15. Zach and they don't even realize it's Valentine's Day, except for I did start the day off with heart-shaped pancakes that were sprinkled with pink,
Oh,
and I do
that's
it's all
fun.
about the food usually, and some
That's
crazy
fun.
shape of the food or color of the food that has to go with the holiday. So we had to do that this morning.
That's
So they
awesome.
started their day off right, and then I'm making a new recipe tonight too, steak bites, butter steak bites.
Oh,
And
to share that one.
yeah, so it feels like a fancy dinner because steak is involved, but they'll be right there. And then I'm gonna make chocolate dipped strawberries, which are all of our favorites. So they will come home from school to that. It's just Valentine's Day in the house, and
Valentine's Day. That
not
is
really
so sweet.
about me, it's about them. So we just make it.
Oh. So can I tell you all funny? I'm going to share it here and others will hear this. So, Pilates being part of the, just a daily practice for me. And I was so excited to go this morning, and I had on this, little shirt that said love, right? Like it's Valentine's Day. And so, and I've been doing Pilates now for a year and a half, right? And so I'm pretty practiced. I literally fell off the reformer this morning. Yeah. Well, it's not kind of off, but into, and it was, I did not cross my reformer straps. And so the tension, so I know how it happened, but it was a calamity. There was so much noise. And before I knew it, I was kneeling on my knees, and I was over on top, sort of folded over the shoulder blocks with my hands on the floor. I broke a nail, which is tragic. But I am fine, but I couldn't stop laughing because, whether I fall or somebody else, it's my gut instinct, right? The poor instructor was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" Right? And, I'm a little elderly, right? So they're worried about people falling off. I've never done this. I was so embarrassed. So I said to the woman next to me, I was like, "What do you think that means if I have fallen off the reformer to start the day on Valentine's Day? Like, should I go back to bed?" And she said, "No, girl, you got the worst over. You're going to crush today." Right?
So true.
It's behind you. I was like, that is why I come to Pilates right there is love and reinforcement, even when you make a fool of yourself and fall into the well of the reformer. That is literally how I started my day.
wow.
I think this has been a really positive, uplifting podcast, all about like girl power and lifting each other up.
Off the reformer when you fall into the reformer. Absolutely. Right.
Being capable enough to knit. And I love all of it. So I feel good about our conversation today, what we're leaving with all of our listeners. So any final words, y'all? We're going to close it down here. Any final words? Nope.
Delta love.
Delta love.
Yes.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today. Another episode of Tri-Deltas in the TV Room. We're going to make a big announcement in early March. Our new Women of Achievement will be awarded. You'll get to hear about these amazing women. And our podcast after that will showcase those women. So you'll get to know them a little bit better. You do not want to miss that. You also do not want to miss summer convention. You want to meet some of these amazing women and all the amazing women in Tri-Delta. Come to convention in July in Orlando, Florida. Come flamingo with us.
Flamingo.
So fun. So fun. We love you guys. Until next time, Delta love. Bye.